How is my Facebook fam doing? How's my Instagram fam doing? I'm gonna tag some people real quick. How was your guys' day? Give me a second to tag. I'm always on the struggle bus tagging. I really am. Let's see. Let me add her and her. And it's not easy typing with nails. Okay, so 1, 2. I don't know. I don't know if I have all the people that I wanted, but it's gonna have to do because I'm already 2 minutes in. So, hi, Instagram fam and Facebook fam. I really want to talk about a super juicy topic, which is body positivity. And if you're on my Instagram, um, I am on Facebook right now and I have like photos up and everything. And so you're not going to be able to see the pictures, but hopefully you'll still get some benefit out of it because I was made a post earlier about how I gained the COVID-19 pounds plus some. Um, in that first picture that you see there, I was 165 and I'm a little bit over 5'6" and a half. I'm almost 5'7". So yeah, I was 165 in that picture with the gray black bra, and then COVID happened. I definitely gained weight, and for me, at first, I was like back and forth between like um, you know, like this new body, but then also, not wanting to lose the weight at the same time because I kind of liked how, like, after breastfeeding 2 kids, I liked how, like, my breast filled out a little bit better. My hips and shape just filled out a little bit better. And so, obviously, the midsection area, ladies, is that area that we kind of like want to get rid of. It's not necessarily, the chest and butt, but, that midsection. So, that's where you kind of like wonder, like, should I go on a weight loss journey or should I not? Um, but I kind of want to go into like a little bit about me, like if you don't know who I am and whatnot. So thanks so much for joining IG. I don't know if I'm gonna say it right, but Tilly and Fiona, and then Kenosha and Simone. Thank you guys for being here. Hashtag I'm here, and I hope you get some value from this. Hashtag replay if you're watching this on replay. So let me hop into it. Little bit about me. So I'm a mom of two. I have a 7-year-old and a 4-year-old, and like I'm kind of call myself like a hippie a little bit because if you see in this top picture up here, I had my second baby, at home in the bathtub, and I kind of am that person that advocates for natural birth and advocates for breastfeeding and, advocates for not using a whole lot of chemicals and lotions and perfumes on your body and, um, you know, those kind of things. And I guess there's a term for that, and it's called being crunchy. I don't let me know if you guys have heard of that, of being called a granola or being called crunchy. I guess. Anyways, side point. But yeah, so that's a little bit about me. It's just like I'm just all about the natural life, natural birth, breastfeeding, vitamins, living your best, feeling your best. And I'm a mom of two. Um, but I am also a nurse and uh, ironically on the COVID floor. So, but I'm also a certified nutrition coach and certified personal trainer as well. So I'm not that far on the border with my crunchiness of advocating for the natural life that, I don't believe in westernized medicine at all. I feel like there's got to be a bit of a balance there too. So I feel like this background about me is like a little bit important, like heading on into the presentation or whatever. So thanks, Lexi, for joining, and Annette. But yeah, so this was me like back in high school. Like I was super slim, and you can kind of see by my arms and legs maybe a little bit there um that how thin I was. And then this was me post high school, like 18, 19 years old. I was a gym rat, and like I definitely was one of those people that went to the gym to like get away from my stress. And let me know if you've ever been one of those type of people to just try to find a way to have a healthy outlet. That was me because at different points in my life, especially this one when I was 18, 19 years old, like I used to cry before I went into my banking job, which was being a teller and in sales. I had to get people to sign up for like home loans and like checking accounts, savings accounts, all those kinds of things, credit cards. And it was super stressful, and I hated it. So the gym was like my outlet. So as you see, in high school, I started off super thin. Then the gym became like my second home, if you will. But then I had my two beautiful children. And I know a lot of you moms can relate to um, just going through all types of body changes after you have kids, like gaining weight, having stretch marks, and having to find like new sets of clothes and like going into the dressing room. And like you used to be able to wear that extra small, right? Um, but then like at least I was, when I would go in the dressing room after I had kids, it was like this huge shock factor of like, wait, I cannot wear the same size I used to wear. Like I used to go into Hollister and Abercrombie and whatnot, and like be able to pick out the extra smalls and pick out the smalls. And like that was totally not the case after kids, right? And you see me holding my like first child here and that bottom picture there or whatever. And your like whole identity changes. And then on top of the weight gain is like you just have like less time to put yourself together and just feel the way that you want to feel as well. So, you go through all the hormonal changes, not being able to wear the size clothes that you want to wear. And yeah, it's a journey. I know a lot of you guys can relate. Let me know if you kind of relate to that journey. Thanks, Madeline, for joining. Oh, that's what's up, Simone. Oh my God, Simone, your kids are like super close in age to mine. So, After I, had my postpartum weight gain, which I want to add that I do not think my postpartum weight gain was due to my children itself, because I actually didn't gain a whole lot of weight during my pregnancies, but I think it was the hormones that was in my birth control after having kids, because I actually, right after having kids, was pretty small. But once I got on the birth control with hormones, then that's what I feel like put the weight gain on. Um, but side note of that is, here you kind of see like how I look in the green bra is after I went on my weight loss journey after my second child. That's why it says postpartum number two. And then uh, so yeah, that was me. And this was also like a super hard time in my life too, because I had just lost like my best friend, my mom slash grandmother, um, my grandmother Louise. So it was like super, super hard time in my life when I was going through this weight loss journey. So if I could like sidetrack for one moment and just kind of let you know that, whether you're going through like a hard time or some type of loss or whatever, like your your health and your weight loss journey doesn't really care what you're going through. It's kind of one of those things where it's never going to be a perfect time in your life to be able to go through that. um, to be able to, you can't just be like, oh, once things are perfect in my life, then I'm going to, go on a weight loss journey. um, you know, I did it during like literally one of the hardest times in my life, which was, losing my grandmother. So that's what you see here. And I got to basically like one of the fittest times I had ever been. Like if you look at me in this green bra, I'm 165 pounds and I'm like almost in better shape than I was here when I was like living in the gym at 18, 19 years old. Like you can see my abs pop out way more and everything. And this is after having two kids. So it's totally possible for you to even look way better than you did in high school. But that takes time to kind of like build up that confidence that it's possible. And I didn't even believe that it was possible at the time. I actually had a female coach who was like, girl, like once we get you to where you want to be, you're going to look better than you did in high school. And I was like, I don't know about that, but but it did end up happening. So hi there, IG fam. I'm not neglecting you guys. Um, but yeah. So then after, getting to my fittest after two kids, back in 2019, then COVID was like, hello. And my pre-COVID size was, the smaller weight that you see there. I'm literally wearing the same bikini in both pictures. And then post-COVID, I gained about 25 to 30 pounds. And I was at my highest, I was over 200, I think. Like I'm 190 right now, but I think I was like over 200. I can't fully remember. But yeah. Um, but I mean, you can still kind of see like some muscle definition and abs and whatnot. But like I said, it was still like I had to go through a mental transition to be able to go from being 165 on the scale to being 200 and something pounds on the scale. And I'll show you what that was. So here's Serena Williams, how beautiful she is, right? Um, I had to kind of like find role models that worked for me. I had to go out and search for Instagram accounts that worked for me. And, one of those role models is Serena Williams, because, she has the full body figure. And then I'll also show you guys some more here. See how beautiful she is. But here is one of the power lifters that I follow, and some more of them. And some of them are plus size, so I want you to know that as well. But the reason why I'm showing you guys these accounts of like power lifters and plus size models, plus size lifters, Serena Williams, like full figured women, is for a reason. And that's because like who you look up to matters, who you follow matters, who coaches you matters, um, because it makes a difference on that scale transition that I'm telling you that I went through, to go from 165 to over 200 pounds. Um, I had to find people that looked on the scale the way that I looked. And the people that looked on the scale the way that I looked were the people that were lifting heavy. Because a lot of those women that I show you, you might like be like, oh my God, but yeah, they've got the butt and the chest and like the small waist or whatever. But I guarantee you, a lot of these women are around 200 pounds or more. But they lift heavy. And so it's a lot of muscle, right? So that what was super important for me is finding the sport of like powerlifting, deadlifting, squatting heavy, and then finding the people that were in those sports, people that look like me, role models to have. Because some of you guys may not need to be on a weight loss journey. Some of you guys just need to be on like a self-love journey, like a body positivity journey, and just like learning to like lift heavy, um, like learning to look up to the right people, learning to celebrate non-scale victories, because not everything is about the scale. Um, like, there's a lot of other things that you can celebrate, like, gaining strength, just like learning to love yourself more. Are your clothes fitting better? Because not all the time do we see changes on the scale. Sometimes you are going to see those changes in inches, which is why I stress to make sure that you are measuring yourself in inches as well, because as your body um, composition starts to change, then you're going to see those changes in inches. So let's see what you said here, Annette. I need to be on one of those. I have gained so much during this COVID thing, and it's been a little hard for me to get rid of the weight. I definitely get you, girl. That's exactly what I went through myself. And then Madeline, you said, I didn't gain too much either. It's so weird. Just have a belly that I struggle with. But if I'm honest, I don't put in the work. India, I feel you. I got a mom gut after 2 kids and reaching 28. Yeah, I mean, like I'm not that I'm not as young as I look. I mean, I'm almost 30, you guys. So and I have 2 kids myself. So like I said, like it's totally possible for you to look even better than you did in high school. It is about having put in the work and, getting that accountability, gaining consistency, learning how to lift heavy, and learning how to celebrate those non-scale victories. And I'm not saying that this is going to be like an easy journey. I'm not going to like lie to you and act like I have it all together and act like um I don't still struggle with self-image. Like that would be a complete lie. But you know other accounts that I follow are ones that like talk about stretch marks, because I have lots of stretch marks, girls and guys. But yeah, so it's going to be like an everyday thing. Making sure that, you know, you have a coach that understands where you're coming from, because like not every woman, not every personal trainer that's out there has even had kids. Like some of the personal trainers and the role models that you guys are looking up to, they have never even had children. They don't even have like, they may not even have stretch marks. They may not, you know, have gone through a weight loss journey. So I think that it's important for you guys to, you know, find someone that can relate, that's been through it themselves. I definitely understand where you guys are coming from of like what you guys are talking about. And I'm totally here for you guys. And I have a challenge coming up here. It's called the Winter Waste Sleigh. It's a free challenge group. So I want you guys in there. Like, you know, I want you guys learning how to um, build your booty and tone your arms and being able to slim your waist. So I have prizes that are going to be in there. And I think you guys would learn a lot. Um, and you know, like how to still be able to eat your favorite foods without restriction. And let me see if there was any new comments. And still be able to eat your favorite foods without restriction, but just, you know, how to, you know, conquer this body positivity journey. So sweet, I'm glad you're in, Annette. I will inbox you, girl. If anybody that's on replay wants to be in the challenge group, just, you know, DM me the word goals or just drop it in the comments of this video. And you know, this was the initial picture that caught a lot of you guys' eye of my pre-COVID and my post-COVID body image and size and whatnot. So, you know, just know that it's possible to gain 20, 30 pounds and still be fit. You know, that's like my whole little memo is, you know, being thick fit. And, you know, making sure that you're making changes out of self-love and not self-hate, because you want to make sure that you are your own best friend first, and um, not making changes just because like you hate something about yourself. It's easier said than done, but it can be done. So this is my last quote to end with, and it says, "Don't let media dictate the beauty standards for you. Go find people who look like you and let that be your standard of beauty." Okay? So, who you follow matters. And, you know, that's not a quote from someone else. I literally wrote that myself because I want that to be something that you guys take away from this. Sorry, my hair is weird. But yeah, so let's connect. Make sure you're on my Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. All the handles are the same, indymichelle.h. And then my website, indymichelle.com, has like all kinds of like resources and the link to my free challenge group. And I want to make sure that I get you guys that have raised your hand into the free challenge group. So I'll start getting people added. It starts next week. So I hope you guys got value from this. If you did, hashtag value, and let me know what your biggest takeaway was. And I hope you guys have a great night. I'll see you next time. Bye.